I always wondered why I was not able to cook for one or two people or three people. Um, Ever since I began cooking, like I've always cooked massive meals and had a lot of leftovers after I cooked. And I never understood that until today. I've been knowing because I just moved off of Cook, y'all. Off of Cook, y'all. And I met somebody today who was like, I'm going to invest in you and get in the food truck. I mean, blew my mind out the water because he was like, I believe in you and you don't miss. My name's Marjoriana and I don't miss. And I got that from watching a TikToker because she would always say she had these thick glasses and she was like, I forgot what her name was, but she always say at the end of her message, and I don't miss. And I love that. And I was like, damn, I'm going to use that one day. And somebody used it for me today because he was like, and you don't miss every time you cook. You don't miss. Now, I used to have a quote that I said a long time ago, which I got it from something else. You miss 100% of the shots you do not take. And since we playing games and everything, give me. And the fact that I live off of Cook, and I'm cooking like this, literally. Now, Glorilla had a song, Glorilla, G-L-O, Rilla. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Let her cook. That's what I've been doing, literally, spiritually, and physically cooking. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, tonight, I realized why I always had multiple pots and pans, I could pack up my kitchen and I could have at least 10 boxes. And I'm talking about big ass boxes. This shit crazy. And I have always been like that since college. And people always be like, well, how did you learn how to cook? Well, to be honest, I watched people and I mastered it because I'm a flavor person, My mom spoiled me with good food, and I didn't like what I was eating in college. Mind you, I watched her, but she didn't show me how to cook at all because she didn't like anybody in her kitchen. Like, I've never cooked in her kitchen growing up, But when I got in college, I was like, ugh, these people, I don't like this food. Like, ugh, they had no flavor in their chicken. I'm finna fry me some chicken. You know what I'm saying? So I was in the dorm frying chicken. And I've had a couple of, people, because I lived in a co-ed dorm. I think I lived in Robinson. That shit crazy as hell. Robinson. But anyway, because we all aligned and I didn't know what that mean, but now I do. But anyway, I was in that dorm. Actually, I was in two dorms. Actually, it was Copland. You know what I'm saying? That's the first dorm I was in when I started cooking chicken in a dorm on the first floor. And I think I lived on the third floor or something like that. Anyway, of Grand Valley, because that means something too. And I remember these two guys from Grand Rapids, Thomas and Mo. This shit wild in the bitch. They come in the door like, who the fuck? What the fuck is going on with that smell? Like, who cooking chicken in this bitch? You know what I'm saying? And then it migrated to when we moved into apartments eventually, like the men that were in the dorm that knew that I cooked would give me a pack of chicken, like, can you cook this chicken? And I would cook it for them or whatever. And then I was cooking chitlins in the motherfucking college and everything with my roommate Christy. I was cooking greens. I was cooking all kind of shit. And then when I had kids, I really was cooking because I was like, and then I had a family, so I had to cook for them or whatever. So it just got progressively better, especially when I met certain people along my path. They would show me different things, like, you gotta do this with the chicken, you gotta do this with the greens, you gotta do this with the dressing, you gotta do this, you know what I'm saying? And I never understood it until eventually I did. Until now, it's like all boiled down into this. It all boiled down to this moment, and it feels so great because I learned that I have a passion for cooking, and a lot of people who taste my food, like, you could tell you cook from the heart, from the soul, and I love that. And it's like, it's funny because it's like I pour my all into making sure that my food is great. It tastes great. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I cry when I cook because I just love cooking so much, especially around the holiday season. I remember crying and cooking and making a dressing because, I use my hands, and that's why I don't have no fake ass nails or nothing like that, because I really I don't put my foot in it, but I put my foot in it. You understand what I'm saying? And not the foot on The Walking Dead that I had made a video about the other day, but you know what I mean. This shit wild in the bitch. And the fact that my cousin, shout out gang, her birthday today, Crystal and stuff, her birthday is today, and her mama's named Claire, and that's my auntie, and they were talking about the Claire's restaurant that is around the corner from my house too, which, again, we all aligned, and we all in the loop. I know what that shit mean, you hear me? Like I said, I'm on the corner, cook and the meal. You flip meal, it's a wheel. The wheel power. That's what I got. Now, I ain't gonna front. I can't cook everything, but I could cook a lot of things, and I've made a lot of mistakes. And that's why I value certain people's opinion, because I recognize the people that can cook that is along my path. And so when I started cooking in Denton and wanting to sell my place, I would sell to this particular man, and I would text him all the time, how was it? And I would send him stuff like, here, taste this, you know what I'm saying? And he would tell people, oh, she can cook, but they wasn't believing him until not too long ago. Now they like, what the fuck? You cook like that? Show the fuck can. I just had to throw that out there too, because I'm just giving you guys a little glimpse into my universe, because this is my world and you are living in it. I leave out of work. This is my birthday. We in the trap. C8. You hear me? This is Luke 288. You hear me? Anyway.